Hey guys, it's Hooterville75 with Midnight the Ferocious Sissy coming to you with one last final video of the night from the swamp pit. And this video is something that I've been wanting to do for a week or so, that I kind of got the idea from, but was thinking about myself watching the same type of videos from Terrainaholic. And I messaged him asking if he cared if I did a video of something similar nature, but didn't get a response from him. But knowing him, he is not going to care, so I feel I just need to get this off my chest, seeing that I can relate to this a little bit, and go ahead and do the video. And I'm going to let you look at the gorilla for the entire video, because the gorilla doesn't like bullies or cyberbullying. So I'm just going to let you look at the gorilla for the entire video, but the picture's not what I want to emphasize here. It's the actual content of the video in regards to bullying and cyberbullying and how tight-knit of a community that we have. So let me just start off by saying this is something that I come across, something that hits real close to the heart with the holidays coming up, and this probably affects a lot more people than might want to admit, or how it affects them. But like I said, I'm going to kind of mimic a video that I seen from Terrainaholic that I've put my own words and twist into, with the basic same ideas. I don't know if you guys ever seen any videos by a gentleman named Boogie2988, but if you're the kind of person that likes nerd rage videos, this guy is definitely it. You have to check his channel out. Now, I myself personally find these videos very inspiring from him, you know, as he has a fake character named Francis who goes into the rage, which contains strong adult language. But then there's Boogie2988, who forms his own opinions and views. And what I seen today kind of hit me pretty hard was the one video of him explaining his life and how he grew up having a very hard life, and how gaming, tabletop games, you know, World of Warcraft, World of Tanks, you know, wargaming, any type of games, you name a system, he's had it. Nintendo, Coleco, Atari 2600, back to those days. He has probably had every system coming up through the ranks, and he uses this as a way to deal with everything that he has going on in his everyday life. The gentleman draws his life on a dry erase board, which is very inspiring. Everybody needs to check this gentleman out, you know, because we all use big words like legend or legendary or epic, or tend to overemphasize. And this video explained how this guy had a rough life and not a lot of money, stuff that brings up a lot of pressure, who went to be a huge success, in my opinion, from watching his videos. He explained how he loved all his subscriber list, a lot like I do all the time. And why, I don't know, because he has a huge list of subscribers that just belittle the shit out of him into oblivion, telling him how fat he is and how he should just kill himself, etc. And this kind of hit me close to the heart, as I lost a cousin and a few friends from suicide. You know, that's something that hits you pretty hard. You know, I've been very lucky to this point to have no problems with any negativity on my channel. And that's because our community is very protective to one another, and the same as I try to be to everybody else in the YouTube community. YouTube community. You know how I'm always saying that other than my family, my friends are the most important thing to me. Well, that's what I consider everybody. You know, a lot of people suffer from depression and anxiety, etc., etc., and I myself am one of them, being suffering from depression and being bipolar. And around the Christmas holidays, it tends to get a little more intense, and I can relate to that as well. Well, during this time of season, if you know someone that's suffering from this type of illness or mental illness, kind of try to encourage them, you know, to be more active and create more involvement within the community. You know, really try to be nice to one another. You know, as I myself, like I said, suffer from and am medicated daily for depression, bipolar, and on top of that, I'm OCD. So I can really relate to these types of illnesses. You know, we need to, and we pretty much do, we need to try to stick up for each other and really continue to be supportive to one another, to where we really have a tight-knit and close community here on YouTube. So, I mean, it's like people like myself that suffer from depression, bipolar, and anxiety. I consider modeling a better form of rehab than actually going through the counseling or to the psychiatrist or any therapeutic rehabilitation. But being the holidays, if you have loved ones or friends that you know suffering from this type of illness and need support or friendship, it's really hard to give it to them and support them. Holidays most of the time draw these illnesses out more than normal. So why, I have no clue, and again I can relate with my chemical imbalance of the brain, all from an auto accident in 1990 that left me with tissue damage of the brain. So seeing this video reminded me of another video I watched around the Google Plus and YouTube integration from this same gentleman, Boogie2988. Then remembering the trouble that Chris from Primitive Modeling is going through, Freddie Duarte with his surgery he had Tuesday, and myself battling the addiction of opiate painkillers and having surgery on my other wrist for carpal tunnel. So I figured I should do the modeling YouTube community a service that has given me a ton of services in my few short months of being involved in this great community, and try to get everyone more aware. You know, I apologize for the length of the video, and if I bored you, then go ahead and turn me off, but I feel I owe it to the community to do this video and know it is for, you know, this type of people, know how it is for this type of people around the holidays. So let's just try to be there for one another, and if you feel someone needs space, give them the space. Just give each other the support when they need it. I really appreciate anyone who's stuck with me for this whole video. Bottom line, just do what you need to do, and whatever it is, we need everyone. The more great people like all the rest of you in our community, the better. So, like I said, I care for each and every one of you. Please have a safe and Merry Christmas. If you party, stay alive, don't drink and drive. Be safe, support your real life friends, be there for one another. You know, and like I said, I hope Terrainaholic doesn't get mad at me for kind of mimicking his video, because that's not my intentions, to make him mad. So it's not my intent to piss him off. I just felt I owe it to this community to ask everyone to bond together and ask everyone to be there and support each other and one another, you know, during the holiday seasons. So, you know, if you haven't had a chance to check this gentleman out, Boogie2988, please do so. I mean, I myself find his videos hilarious. I mean, if I'm down and need a laugh, I just go to Boogie's channel and pull any video up. Especially if Francis is involved, because Francis is just hilarious. So, I mean, this guy even goes to the extent of busting PS3s and Xbox 360s, and I'm talking bust them into pieces because he gets that enraged. And I mean, any video that he's enraged about, if you look deep into it, there's truth to what he's talking about. So, you know, I just, I guess basically what I'm trying to say is, I know we have a tight-knit community here in the modeling YouTube community, and we pretty much do what I'm asking, but I think at this time of season, if you know somebody that's suffering from any type of illness, the bipolar, the depression, even the suicidal thoughts, we need to get them more involved. If they haven't made any videos to this point, get them to make a video. If they haven't interacted with anybody, get them to interact. Be there for one another, and let's just, keep supporting each other and one another like we have been, you know, double time through the holiday seasons. So, like I said, I hope and I haven't bored you to death, and I hope you stuck with me through the whole 11 minutes now of this video, and I appreciate each and every one of you that has. So, thank you to each and every one of you, and from the bottom of my heart, God bless. I care about each and every one of you, and if there's ever any time anybody is down and out, and you just need a shoulder to talk to, a shoulder to lean on, someone to vent to, right here I am. I'm your guy. I'm here for each and every one of you. Whether it's Chris from Primitive Modeling, Freddie Duarte, Alex, I haven't heard much from him. I know he was going through some depression with his job, and I don't know if he's back working the real late, long shifts or not, but I'd like to hear from you, buddy. I miss you, Alex. So, just anybody. I'm here for you. So, God bless you, and have a good weekend.